these people, right? So again, there's something that we should think about when we think of new schemes. Say, who's going to do it? How is it going to be done? And we should certainly involve INEAS and these category associate members who would be below 40 years of age, right? So to answer to your question, that yes, I don't believe that we would sacrifice the objectives of what we had going earlier. In fact, we should enhance those objectives. Objectives are scouting for young people, mentoring young people, motivating young people, and rewarding them in some ways. Right. Any other observations?
Or any other question from online
Online?
participants?
Yeah, are there? Yes. Hello, online participants. Can you please,
Fellows.
yeah, fellows. If you like to have any suggestion, observation, comment, please may say so. How are they reaching us?
I
There's
think
no
they
way.
have already joined because a link was shared.
Okay.
I agree with your suggestion. Age bar not necessarily of 55 years for INSA best teacher.
Hmm.
In my opinion, anybody who's
Who is
officially on the
speaking?
role of institute or university
No, from online.
and is actually involved in teaching should be considered eligible for that award.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, noted. And can you please identify yourself?
I said Pandit, ICT.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. And now we can see people who are online. And so please just quickly identify yourself and make the observation that you wish.
I am Kanjilal
Yeah.
from Delhi and IUSC Delhi. And I really like the this idea of a young fellow that will go in a long way.
Yeah, thank
That
you.
was excellent.
Thank you, Dr. Kanjila. You have to identify, some.
Professor Sharma, this is A.K. Gupta from IIT Kharagpur. I have a suggestion, as
Yeah.
was one of the recipients of Best Teacher Award. When you were DST Secretary, that time the Ministry of Science and Technology introduced that all the AIs scientists will deliver 20 lectures in a year in some schools or colleges of their choice where they can teach, different disciplines of their interest. So can we make a sort of condition that the best teachers or distinguished teachers awardees, they deliver 10, 12 lectures in
Yeah.
colleges where there is a deficiency of good teachers?
Yes, indeed. And another point that was discussed is that can we actually have some workshops here, whereas promising teachers from different places come and our the distinguished teacher awardees, they can share the best practices,
Right.
right? In fact, anybody should share best practices, and so create some more teachers, train the teachers, I mean, master teachers. Then they can run these kind of things under maybe banner of INSA. We need to have this distributed activity. See, it all cannot be done in one place by 5 people. So how do we actually seed this kind of activity in different campuses? For example, you could take the lead in Kharagpur,
Right.
and similarly, because see the advantage of INSA is that it's a distributed system, so it has both pros and cons. And unlike a geographically localized system, they have some advantages and something. So how do we leverage our strength, which is
So
distributed?
these awardees, teachers awardees, they belong to different parts of the country.
Yeah,
So they can select colleges or small schools
yeah,
which are, located in very
yeah,
undeveloped areas or where there is not enough facility
yeah.
Usually this
of
is
teaching.
done
So
by
they
local
can
chapters.
Yeah,
adopt
also local, but yeah, right.
local
Yeah,
local schools and
right,
colleges.
yeah,
Suppose
yeah,
somebody is from Tiruchirappalli, can have a school teaching of that area. Somebody
right,
from Kolkata,
yeah,
Midnapur,
right.
Northeast. So that way, under the
Okay, so what do you think is needed to do this? What is the action point? I mean, do we have any scheme like where we can support this?
Remote
yeah,
area lectures are
the
already
school
there.
No, they are
schools.
there, but
Colleges
can we,
online.
also have some more systematic workshops and stuff like that, right? And so let's note this point, and all the fellowship here, I mean, can send some specific ways, the actions that would be required to achieve this objective, right? So that we can appropriately have resources for that kind of thing, right?
May I say something from
Yeah,
this?
yeah, of course.
Actually, Professor Gupta, you have a local chapter in Kharagpur, and you can easily organize it through the local chapter. We have been doing it in Kolkata.
Hello.
So you have to actually approach these people and organize this through your local chapter. Then it becomes very easy.
Yeah. This we have done. In fact, in Nasi local chapter, when I was the secretary of Nasi local chapter, that time we did it in villages surrounding the city of Kharagpur, and also we had to awards the school teachers with some certificates and certain
Without
grants.
a secretary, you cannot keep track of time at all. Yes, okay. Yes,
Dr.
okay.
Sharma, can I make a comment?
Of course.
This is Lahiri Majumdar from Calcutta. And with respect to the young scientist awardees, I just would like to mention that each time, even few years ago, it was a note that all young scientists will have to contribute one publication to the PINSA. Their work, the salient feature of their work in a mini review kind of work
Yeah.
for the PINSA. And I did mention these portions in the Science and Society meeting while you presided over. I did mention that this is an important part of the PINSA running. As one of the editors, I find that it's very difficult to run the journal without good publications. Two things that one, the young scientists were used to give their review of work, a mini review kind of work in their discipline for which they have been awarded. And this has been, this was written in their award letters,
Yes.
so far as I remember.
Yeah.
But we do find very poor response from the INSA scientists.
Yes.
Number one. And number two, I have an appeal to make to the INSA fellows that many a times they do not respond to the request for reviewing a manuscript.
True.
Many a times it happens, and it requires some additional effort by the editors to find out the right kind of reviewer for a manuscript.
Correct.
I would appeal to the fellowship that this may kindly be considered, that this is a part of their moral duty. If I'm excused for saying that, but it's a duty for the fellows to at least review the papers and not to keep silent when the requests are gone. The requests go to their addresses for reviewing a manuscript.
I totally agree with it. I mean, that is scientific social
Thank you.
responsibility among very many other responsibilities that one has as a scientist. Is, when we expect that our stuff should be reviewed nicely, then we have to review when we get manuscript for other people as well. Of course, goes without saying. So, okay, how we do that? That is, I mean, how do you implement that and how do you convince people? But it's not only about young scientists. I mean, I would first say less young scientists should contribute. Okay, I mean, the fellows,
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
not just young fellows, but the people become fellows, they ought to also contribute at least once in their lifetime,
Exactly,
starting
exactly.
from the presidents and vice presidents. So I have to say that, yeah, I mean, we have been a little bit deficient in that particular school, and your point is well taken and noted.
Thank you.
Any other
I wrote some things in the chat.
cat or chat? Okay, student are these okay, there it is. Could we have library functional online virtual consultation visits?
So that we have to really see that whether it can be done.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Or you mean our library
Yes.
to be online?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there was some. We're going to. Does anybody know here? Botiti? Do you know? or who looks after library function? Oh, yeah, okay, right.
So
We
it
I
would be a
we
good
will
idea to make
I
it
would
online.
inquire into this.
Hmm.
I would dig into this, see what the possibility is.
Mr. President, may I make a point here?
Yes.
See, actually, this is a very good idea because, see, many fellows who are not in Delhi
Yeah, yeah.
and library is open only for 10 to 5, and
Right.
some years ago, this lounge has been open.
Right.
So, when do people consult library? In the whole
Right.
day, if outside fellow spends the whole day in a meeting,
Yeah.
evening it is closed.
Right.
So, this idea of virtual thing is a very good one.
You know, of course, but I have to look at what
Yeah,
exactly is
sure.
it that library gets in the first place. I mean, I'm not even sure whether it's.
No, they actually, some of the archival material is
That of course that's
very
being done.
valuable there.
That's being
because-
done is is being digitized. So all the old books and archival material is being digitized. I hope I can somebody Sunil ji, can you tell us the status of that?
Yes, sir. All the archival material is already digitized.
Already digitized. So where is it available?
ठीक है 3 बजे के बाद हाँ जब आप आते हैं मुझे
It
फ़ोन
is
कर दीजिए
available in our records, but we'll.
No, no, record means there has to be a link
The link is
outside, huh?
not yet. That will have to.
No, no, we had already discussed few months ago that this would be all digitized. Even the old books which are out of print. No, no, we will say that. We'll say that. Now, after digitization, the logical thing is to make it available. Right. Yeah. No, it will be done. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that digitization process for the old books and archival materials is going on. Some of it has been done, and the next step would be to make it available on an appropriate platform so that anybody can access it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I had two more points in the chat.
Yeah. Let's go there.
public lecture even school children.
Science Academy lecture workshop useful the workshop new under what? Under that. Which workshop? New or under what?
There are workshops being organized.
Yeah, workshops are ongoing all the time. Hopefully, there can be more of those, and that's true. Not only that, no, today all the workshops, everything which is organized, should also be available online, YouTube, whatever, and then it should be available there. So different lectures, we need to create in case we don't have it. Different
We already
lectures
have YouTube.
and stuff. No, we have, but are these being put there?
Yes.
Right. See, we had all these teachers and everybody talking. Do we have some session which can you put on YouTube, for example? Recording already there. So all I have to do is, I mean, and don't put the whole recording as one. I mean, make 5 minute segments, and then it's a lot easier for people to watch it, else they will give up before opening. All right. Okay, so I think let us do that. As much of stuff that you can put in your YouTube channel, right? Be good. Okay. Yeah. Any other public lecture? Even school children used to come working well. I hope. I hope so too, but I'm afraid that's not so. I mean, school children, where do they come? What do they do? I have no idea. Anybody can tell here? Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you, Professor Iqbal Singh.
Getting the papers reviewed for PINSA. Especially our INSA fellows, 99% they refuse to review. Something that
We are making rules, no, for exit of fellowship.
yeah,
How about
you see, there is something very relevant.
how about we frame some rules like that? You
No,
think
not a question of rule. You just
Ah.
say, okay, this is expected from them. That they say,
suspension of fellowship? What about that?
no, I can't do that.
This is all off the record, by the way. Okay, don't put that in there.
Appeal to them that please help them.
Appeal is cheap. I will do that.
Yeah.
No problem at all about appeal.
Yes, everybody is appealing. You see, this publication that a young scientist should present a paper, the
Yeah.
fellows should
Yeah, yeah, you're
give
right.
a talk,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
So see, let me put it this way: having stated the problem, I think we all understand what is the problem. The problem is energizing, making enthusiastic our fellowship to
Exactly.
participate in different things in which they have interest. I'm not saying somebody goes out of interest, okay, I mean, I got interest in talking to school students. I should provide that opportunity, somehow inspire people to say, hey, here you can do it, right? I think this is the only problem, and we have to find systematic solutions to this by first raising this issue, then finding what is it that can be done, what are the concrete actions that can be done, and if we all come forward with these ideas
Yeah.
and the zeal to do some stuff, I think that we can address some of it. I think we don't need to actually state this problem any longer.
Yes.
It is there, okay, it is there, and so we as a fellowship has to think about it.
Yeah, one more thing we should say that COI
Yeah.
should be say everybody should be made aware of it. Many people say they have signed it but they didn't read what was written there.
Huh.
Yesterday I talked to someone.
I
You
see.
know it is written there. I'm like, you go and read it.
Uh-huh.
It is there on the bottom. It is written.
Here, I think here's what we could
They won't
do.
do anything.
Here's what we could do. I think please note, before these sectional committees meet, that the convener actually just says as to what is in that form that they have signed.
Exactly.
Okay, just it takes 2 minutes
Yeah.
to actually announce that this is what they have signed, and if they have not understood something, here now is the time to understand it and act accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think then nobody can claim the ignorance of the rule.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
President, what about including that conflict of interest form along with the nomination paper? So when somebody is nominating, actually one also sees it, and then
But
probably
in nomination, there is probably no conflict of interest. I mean, the only rule which says that there are no council people, and I mean the committee people cannot nominate.
yeah. So that's what I'm
That's the only conflict at that point. Okay, we can do that. No harm. Okay, but people have to see what exactly is it if they have conflict or what.
So
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know whether it is also this nomination form is also available online. Can it be downloaded? So there only we can also add the conflict of interest, so that it is downloaded at the same time. So even when people are preparing their nomination, they are also very well aware of this fact. Yeah, because sometimes they are not aware, and that in some time that creates a confusion.
Any other? Yeah. Is there any other observation other than the fact that we need to go for lunch now? And so it's been a good session. Some new ideas, emerged here, and so I thank everyone for people who are here and people who are the online people. Um, and everybody, thank you very much for being here with us. And please keep writing your ideas. Okay, just even if a concise way. We don't need to state the problem. I think you can state the problem in one line and saying, "Here is the solution I offer for this problem." Okay, so we can get those things, ideas flowing. Those are very welcome indeed. And thank you in advance for thinking along these lines. You'd like to say anything? Okay. So we conclude therefore the general body meeting here, and thanks. Have a good
Thank you,
day.
President. Thank you.